Can you guess where I'm at? If you've been in our sanctuary at New Hope, then you know I'm in our sanctuary. I'm standing on stage. I'm right at the back wall, and I've got the sign here, Worship the King, right behind me. And I've got instruments on both sides of me. I've got drum and I've got guitar over here. And when we gather and worship, these instruments and others that we have help us have a rhythm that we can all use for worship. Well, I've been talking about rhythms for the last couple weeks, and I want to play on that idea one more time. One of the good rhythms that the church has is a rhythm of prayer. Do you have that rhythm of prayer? If you do, then you probably know how good it is and how helpful it is for having peace and rest in our daily lives. You know, for the people of God throughout the years, prayer as a rhythm has been a way that they have lived in a covenant with God. Of course, God had called on them and invited them to seek Him and pray, talk to Him, and to listen to His Word. And so that's exactly what they did. And you know, they saw that as a way to honor God. And if they honored God, God would honor them. And in fact, He promises that in His Word. And so when they would pray regularly each day, so they had their own rhythmic pattern of prayer, they were doing that as a way to honor God. Well, you know, when Jesus is born and He grows up and He's carrying out His ministry, He was carrying on that same culture, that same religious belief, that prayer was a rhythmic way of living in a relationship, a covenant with God, the Father. And what Jesus also does is He teaches how He reframes prayer for us as not just a way to honor God, but actually as a way to be close to God. That through His righteousness applied to us through our salvation in Him, that we have a closeness with God. And that closeness actually shapes us. It shapes our faith. It shapes how we see ourselves, the world, God, and I'm going to talk more about that this coming Sunday. So I'd love for you to check out that message about how the rhythm of prayer shapes us. But you know, that leads me to the question that I just really want to give to us today. What is that rhythm of prayer for you? What is that schedule? What is that pattern? What is that rhythmic use of prayer in your day that works to help you feel close to God? It helps you feel at rest, feel His peace, a way that maybe you hear from God or sense God telling you that He loves you and that you're going to be okay in Him because He's working for your good for an eternity with Him. What is that rhythmic pattern of prayer that is helping you? Now, I know prayer is not about us. Prayer is about God. But you know, you are unique, as we all are. And so, no doubt, you have a special rhythm for you that works, that may be different than somebody else. But for you, and it helps you feel close to God. It might be first thing in the morning. Maybe it is at lunch, and maybe it is in the afternoon, or maybe it's morning and night, or some other pattern. But what is it? I want to encourage you today, God promises that if we will seek Him, we will find Him. And so if we seek Him in rhythmic patterns of prayer in our day and in our weeks, God promises that we will find and experience His peace, His rest. In fact, it says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Now we know that's really about salvation and embracing His teaching, but it's also a promise that we see fulfilled when we pray. And we come to God with faith in our prayer. I hope that will be just maybe a thought to spark you thinking about your prayer life and maybe an encouragement to start if you haven't before, or to maybe give some thought to whether what you're doing is helping you feel closer to God or not. And if it's not, I would encourage you, take the freedom to explore maybe different rhythms of prayer that can help you. Again, it's not about you, it's about God, but you are unique. And so again, find that unique rhythm for you and just own it and Play out that rhythm every single day. And I promise that the Lord is true to His Word, that if you do this and if you'll have that rhythm, God will bless you. His peace will be upon you. You will be encouraged. He will strengthen you. And you will know that you're not alone. And He's with you, guiding you all the way. Hey, I hope that's encouraging for you today. And thanks for dialing in to Seeds of Hope. Look forward to seeing you soon.